So what are the unchangeable presents that are influencing us right now that 10 to 15 years from now, we better fully embrace or we're dead meat? One of them is we live in a tribal culture created by choice. We're always tribal. We always have had echo chambers, but they used to be geographic echo chambers. If you lived in the Southeast, you saw the world one way, very different than if you lived in the Northeast. Nowadays, you can live next door to each other because you listen to Fox News or MSNBC, or this is what's on your playlist and this is what's on my playlist. You're a youth pastor. There's no youth music anymore because everybody, due to choice, has created their own channel, right? You with me on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not going backwards. We all hate the echo chambers and the fact that nobody talks. The political polarization is not Trump. It's not Obama. It's not the next thing. It's the echo chambers we live in, where we all think everybody else is stupid because we're only listening to ourselves. The reason I say that's not going to change because all of us who hate the fruit of the echo chamber don't want to go back to a day and age of 2 a.m. radio stations and 3 networks. I haven't found one person who's willing to give up their ability to live in their chosen little tribe.
Right.
So I don't see that's not going to change. So what are we doing in our ministries to think that through? By the way, that's one reason we need to work together more than ever. That's why we need to help that church of my own tribe find a campus across the street from one of our campuses. That's why tomorrow I'll be meeting. I've got about 52 San Diego pastors of all kinds of different tribes every 6 weeks from 10:30 to 12. What do you want to talk about? And it's our job to pour into them and make them successful. A second thing is time shifting. My 92-year-old dad and mom, they time shift every show they watch. Nobody, you'll hear a commercial, tune into the news at, 6 and 10. Nobody does. You already knew the news. You saw the YouTube clip.
Yeah.
But we say, hey, good news comes Sunday at 9 and 11. And we're living in a culture go, excuse me, I can't time shift this thing. Excuse me, I can't have it when I want. 25% of people work Sundays, and we build our churches all around 2 time slots on Sunday. It's crazy. A third one that's unchangeable is the rise of the club program, traveling squads, winner of the championship games, Sunday. If we're going to say we only do this thing on Sunday, then we've got a whole group of young families that are not going to be in our churches 5 to 10 years from now. You've all heard the statistics that people go to church less often than they used to, only once a month instead of twice a month, that kind of. Well, I've heard that forever, and I just shake my head because nobody's telling us why. It's quite simple. Yeah. Why? In a good economy, people get away for the weekend. And with the rise of club programs, some massive numbers in them, they're gone at tournaments. Mm-hmm. So I can rail against that, and I'm preaching to the choir, or I can figure a way to have a Thursday night service, a way to have a Sunday night service, a way to have a Saturday night service. Instead of building bigger buildings, have more opportunities. All things to all people, I might reach some. So those are the innovations I think that the new churches that are being formed are going to make. And I'm already seeing that with some of the groups I work with and coach.